My name is Vonetta Hinton, also known as Miss Ruby V, as host of the Boom Bap Hour podcast. Thank you for joining me in this presentation of my project, Why Hip Hop Chose Me: Love Letters to the Culture of Hip Hop. So, to share with you more about my content focus and how I can provide unique value to my audience, I plan to develop this project into a documentary. Boom bap is a style of hip hop that definitely has a niche audience. It will include exclusive interviews from underground, celebrity artists, and hip hop historians. I will write stories paying homage to the past and present of the culture, covering the elements of hip hop in depth and focusing on the principles of hip hop: love, peace, unity, and having fun. My prototype person is Michael Turner, age 37. He's an entrepreneur and married with 2 kids, a young child, and a teenager. His teenage son is into all of the new music, so he is cool with the new trends, but identifies with the boom bap hip hop of his era. He misses the nostalgic feeling of the music. He just wants to zone out in his free time and listen to podcasts, news, and music. He enjoys entertainment news very much. It helps him to relieve stress. He also likes to educate himself on the newest issues, even a few conspiracy theories. He values friends and family on social media and goes there to connect with them. For content distribution and new media plan, our audience is already on Facebook and they definitely go there to hang out with friends and family. They are very interactive, commenting on YouTube videos and listening to music. They like Instagram as well and also are on that platform. I will engage on Facebook and YouTube. Since TikTok is the new way to share news, I would like to engage on that platform, but share it on Facebook and YouTube primarily, since that's where my audience resides. The business plan for revenue for this project include the following sources. Advertising. We are gaining a following in local cities and will target those local areas to sponsor the project. We will also look to increase our YouTube following so we can make money from ads there as well. We plan to offer subscriptions and offer something of value in exchange, to be determined in the future. Depending on our following, we would like to offer branded content. Of course, we know the attraction is a larger audience, so we are striving towards that. Lastly, we plan to incorporate applying for journalism grants. Here is the WordPress website for the project. I've created a logo as well to brand the project. My homepage includes a basic introduction to myself and the plans of execution for this project. I give the reader an introduction to boom bap because some hip hop fans are not familiar with this niche of the genre. The boom bap era was roughly from about 1985 to early 2000s. I plan to interview both of my co-hosts, who are both a wealth of information on the topic, and I will be sharing the awesome responses from our interviewees who were asked, "Why do you feel hip hop chose you?" Hence the name. I will be writing stories that cover all 9 elements of hip hop in depth: DJing, graffiti, MCing, breakdancing, beatboxing, street fashion, street language, and street knowledge. Next is the About page. I have a quote from me as follows: "Hip hop was born from the rawest, purest energy that made something from nothing." You can trust that I will highlight this genius that still lives in the spirit of the culture today. The target audience for my content focus is generally men and women ages 30 to 60 years old, and they love the feeling of the nostalgic era of boom bap hip hop. They consist of a mix of hip hop lovers and artists. I let my audience know a little more about me. I'm the host of the Boom Bap Hour podcast, and I've dedicated my journalistic career to bringing the stories of hip hop to light. I previously taught hip hop in classes to youth, grades K through 12, so educating while providing a story of interest is important to me. This page is the start of the content of the site. I have a collage of interviewees of our show, which will be featured in the documentary. This is also where I will write future articles. An example of a love letter to hip hop comes from hip hop legend Yo-Yo. She says, "To me, hip hop is a culture. Hip hop is my life. It's community, it's entertainment, it's music, it's culture, it's a lifestyle." We didn't know what we were doing. We pushed barriers. We pushed past the fear of politicians. They were trying to ban it, shut us up, shut us out. I think hip hop chose me because I was ready to date hip hop. I was dressed and ready to go out with hip hop. I love hearing these responses. Also, I've included a great video of a chronological history of hip hop from 1979 to 2017. Not quite the present, but still an awesome video nonetheless. Stay tuned for more to come on this blog. Now the next page is mission and values, journalism ethics. Basically, I strive to be open, independent, critical, also towards myself, and to avoid hidden agendas, to use facts as fairly and accurate as possible, to respect people and always be fair to both sides, to not over-sensationalize, and to keep sources anonymous. When it comes to sourcing, to not plagiarize, I credit my sources by their names and when possibly a direct link or retweet to their commentary. I do not use others' work and pretend it is my own. For compensation, this states who I'm employed by, that I don't accept money to write about certain stories, no one's controlling my pension and savings, and I don't accept money, free products, discounts, free trips, or anything of value from the companies I write about. I don't engage with their boards or advisory boards. I will accept a t-shirt or item of small value, less than $80. Also, there is a disclosure about any boards that I sit on and that those positions are unpaid. Lastly, I include a great quote from Catherine Gunn, British intelligence specialist. Now everyone is questioning everything, so it's up to journalists who really care about the truth to fight for their corner of the truth and journalistic freedom. The last page is the contact page. If you would like to be a part of this project by contributing your story or love letter to hip hop, I would love for you to reach out. Feel free to drop me a line at theboombapower@gmail.com or contact me on social media. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to this project for Hip Hop Chose Me, Love Letters to the Culture of Hip Hop, and continue to watch this blog for the evolution of this documentary. Thank you.